Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how to make these cars take a left turn. So here you see this car waits here because he wants to take a left turn. That means he wants to go this way. And you can see this line trace also. Now he's yielding to this oncoming traffic, and once they are gone, it takes the left turn like this. So this is what we are going to work on today. So basically the cars are, when a car want to take a left turn, if the car is coming from this way, first it checks if there are any pedestrians who is crossing here. Initially this should be green, otherwise they can't go, and then they check if there are any pedestrians here, and if there are not, then also they check if there is any oncoming traffic from this direction, and if not, they take the left turn. So that's what we are going to work on today. And before we get started, I'd like to remind you, you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done from the Patreon page. And also you can watch previous episodes of this tutorial series where I worked on the car AI and also the traffic system. In this playlist, I'll leave the links to all these playlists, relevant playlists, and the project files in the description. Right, and let's get back to today's tutorial. Alright, so before we start working on the left turns, there is something that we need to get out of the way. So the issue is this: if I open a crosswalk, this traffic control blueprint, here I have in this traffic collider, I had this on component begin overlap event, and here I check vehicles, and then this is where I call this get exit road. So this is also where the car decides which exit to take. Now the problem is, if I show you the car has many colliding components here, a lot of components that I have used to detect collisions with other cars and to implement the car AI. I have used those things. So because of that, this for one car, this on component begin overlap event might get called more than one times. Okay, so we need to prevent that. So for that, here let's go to this check vehicle, this self. I rename this, instead of self I call it vehicle, and change type to actor. We need this later on. So this wouldn't cause any errors because we are already dealing with actors here. And then here, before we do this check, I'll create another actor array. This is the actor array, so let me duplicate that, and I'll call it entered vehicles. So this would represent all the vehicles that this particular traffic control or intersection, all the vehicles that have entered this traffic controls. So here, now I'll do this. First I'll check if this entered vehicles contains this this current vehicle object actor. If not, here, if this is true, then we should not do anything. That means break it. But if it is false, then we should add this to the entered vehicles. So get entered vehicle, add unique. Make sure to use add unique, otherwise you will have duplicate elements. The same actor will have in multiple indexes of this array. Okay, now we need a way to make sure that we have removed all the vehicles as well as they exit the junction. For that, I'll set up another event through this traffic control. Remove vehicle here. So I'll pass actor object reference vehicle to remove. Okay, now let's implement this also. Remove vehicle. So basically I need to remove from this entered vehicles, I need to remove this item. And not just that, maybe this should be enough for now. Okay, all right. Now we still haven't called this from anywhere, but we will get to that later on. So yeah, now back to turning left. So here, when we check the vehicle, here we call this get exit road, and then so this is if my vehicle is not just exiting through this intersection. So in that case, we need to check if the car is going to take a left turn. So here I can break this and check if this road is equal to, well, either road, no, let's check this traffic control. If this is equal to the left exit traffic control, if that is the case, then here, let's say a car is coming from this direction and it wants to turn left. That means it should go this way. So in that case, it should yield to whatever the cars that comes from this direction when the cars are allowed to go. So here, if this is true, but if this is false, we don't have to worry about anything. But if this is true, we do need a way to tell the car to yield to whatever the oncoming traffic. So to implement that, here, let me open the car, and the car is implementing this BPI car interface. No, let's use this BPI road user. Okay, here I'll add a function set yield controller. Now I'll pass a reference in the type of actor yield to controller. So the traffic controller that the car should yield. So that should mean the traffic controller in front of the in the forward direction of the car. So we can call this here. if the car is exiting. If the car is taking a left turn, that means here we need a reference to the car. Here, set yield controller. And the yield controller is the straight exit controller, this one. Okay, now here I unconnected. Alright, now we need to implement this set yield controller in the AI car. Interfaces, set yield controller. I'll promote this to variable yield to controller. Yield, I don't want to have a space. Okay, alright. Now let's go to the place where the car is checking. Yeah, here, event go. All right, so here we already get this traffic control. So let me first check go. If I pass the reference for always, I need to check that. Okay, I do. Yes, all right. There is one exception to this. So here, if the car is not exiting, then if the car is just coming to this intersection and going through here and taking this exit, here vehicle go is allowed, then I don't call the go event, but I think I should still call it. Otherwise there is no way for me to pass a reference to this traffic control. Okay, so because the reason that I want to pass it is now that here when I call this go traffic control, I can promote this to a variable. Oh, this is a act object. Well, let's promote this to a variable, and here now I'll do this get and convert to a validated get. If I already have a value here, that means I already have a traffic control that I already interacted with, that I entered. So here I'll call remove vehicle, the function that I implemented before, and pass a reference to self, and now that taken care of. So if it is not valid, we don't need to do anything, but after that we need to set the traffic control. Maybe I should call this current traffic control and set it. Okay, now the way it would work is here. First, if the car is entering from this direction, once car reach here, this would be the current traffic control, and if it is taking a left turn when the car reaches here, this would be the current traffic control. If it is taking a straight, going straight, when it reaches here, this would be the current traffic control. So right, if it is not valid, then we can do the same. Okay, and now after that, let me connect again. Here, let me update this. No, collapse this. Update current traffic control. Alright, now here, this false message takes this path takes place if there are no pedestrians crossing on the intersection that we want to go through. So if this is false, that means we have a chance to go, but this is where I need to check if there are any incoming traffic, any oncoming traffic. If I want to take a left turn through here, first we need to check if there are any pedestrians crossing this. If not, then we need to check if there are any oncoming traffic. If both are not, then I can take the left turn. So how do we check that? Now for that, I am thinking of maybe doing a line trace from here to here, somewhere like this, to determine if any vehicles are in this region. So traffic control. Okay, let's go here. Is this a rotated dot? No. This is X, this is Y. It's like this. It's like this. Okay. So here highlight a scene component and move it. I'll name it yield check, because we need to yield if yield if there are any oncoming traffics. So yield check 1 should be like this, and duplicate this. Yield check 2 should be here. Okay, now in the traffic control, I'll add a function check incoming traffic, not incoming, oncoming traffic. And oncoming traffic boolean should return. Now here, check oncoming traffic. So I'll do this. I'll do a line trace by channel and starting point. Get this and get world position location, and get the second one. I'll add a debug type for duration so I can see it. If this is true, that means there are oncoming traffic. If it is false, there are no oncoming traffic. Now here, I don't need this. Now this is where I need to check for oncoming traffic. Let me collapse this. Check oncoming traffic. Right, now let's delete this and yield to controller. If we have one, if we don't have one, then we don't need to check, we can just exit. And if we do have one, check oncoming traffic. And if this is false, we can just exit. But if this is true, we need to wait, okay, because there is traffic. Then that means here we need to stop the car and wait. If it is true, if the other exit is taken, that means we can just go. Now here I can let's go back here. So we are now leaving. So after we leave, we don't need to check for incoming traffic anymore. So I think this would be a better place. If this is false, it would be a better place to clear the yield to controller. So I'll just make it none. Okay. So I'll rename this as no traffic and move it down so that would look cleaner. Wait, yeah, now it looks okay. All right, we did a lot of things without doing any testing, which is not a good idea. Anyway, it's time to test now, and let's see if it works. Right here, now these three cars, the initial road blueprint is this one, so I need to change it, and the direction is correct. Let me quickly check if these have the left. Yeah, they do. Alright, save all. Let's test. Okay, now it's, oh, hold on. We need to move this up because they were on the ground level and they were getting blocked. If I go to the left, see, so both, check, select both, this may be 50, yeah, it's going straight. This guy is waiting for them. This is also going to straight, at least one, yeah. This guy is going to take a left turn, and he's checking oncoming traffic. Now he should go, yeah. Okay, beautiful. And yeah, that's actually all I wanted to check. Now we still need to check what happens if they go to the other intersections, but let's go step by step. Okay, let's test again just to make sure if everything is all right. Okay, that guy is trying to take a right turn, so that's why he's waiting, and none of these are going to take a left turn. Okay, let me restart. because it's random. So sometimes, okay, now he want to take a left turn. Yeah, see, he's checking. All right. They ran into a little competition, but it's fine. Yeah. Now he goes. Okay. Okay. Cool. And he's waiting here because now red is. Now it's red. He can't go. Now it turns green. He should go. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. So yeah, that's all I want to do in this episode. Now I think finally we are ready to test the four-way junction as well. Maybe let's try that in the next episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And feel free to let me know what else you guys think about this, and if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything, let me know in the comments. And see you in the next episode. Goodbye.